Hi, welcome back to Burning River Bushcraft. Today we're going to be transplanting and planting some wild edibles. If you want to get serious about long-term wilderness living skills in bushcraft and survival, you need to know the plants. And it's something I'm continually working on. I've taken online classes at Herbal Academy. My Peterson field guide, I've got this one, and I've got medicinal plants as well. This is two of my most carried references. Also, I'm a member of the Wild Edible Plant of the Month Club. So it is super important to know. It's a skill that you continually need to be working on because there's always going to be more plants to learn. But it's really easy to learn if you know where the plants are at to begin with. So if this is the kind of thing you like to see, go ahead and like the video, leave me a comment in the comment box, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to be notified of my latest videos. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook at Burning River Bushcraft. I teach outdoor classes as well at outdoorcore.com. So by creating a wild edible garden, essentially is what I'm doing. I'm planting species that I want here on the property that I don't necessarily have. So this is great to do with either packaged seeds that are available, as well as harvesting seeds off the wild and moving them to the location and putting them exactly where you want. So this enables you to kickstart your wild edible knowledge. Instead of walking around with my field guide trying to figure out what plant this is and what plant that is, I can walk right over to the cache that I've created and see the plant in all different stages of growth. So in this particular spot, I'm going to be planting lamb's quarter and mullein. Now the mullein I just grabbed from alongside the road, and to be honest, I don't know if this is going to work. I believe the seeds are still in here unreleased, but I'm learning as I go with this. So I'm going to give it a try. I harvested several mullein alongside the road. It looked to me like this was still pretty viable seeds. Some of them are not in here, I can see, but it looks like some of them are. So I'm going to give it a good try. I'm going to litter this area with mullein. Now the cool thing about mullein is it has its first and second year plants look different. So because I'm planting these from the start, I'm going to be able to photograph, and I'm going to be able to make drawings of my notes about what a first year plant looks like exactly, and then I can see that as a second year also. And it doesn't always look like the pictures with a big, beautiful, full bloom. So there are times of year where you come out and it looks like a tiny little mullein stalk. So it's kind of cool. It saves you a ton of energy. Instead of walking all around the woods, you come out here and see them on a weekly basis and see how they're growing, see the progression, and it just makes you see that plant and really understand it better. So besides the mullein, I'm going to be putting lamb's quarter in here as well, and lamb's quarter we're going to be putting in from a seed. Now this seed packet actually came in one of the Apaca boxes, so I did a review on this. This is the February Apaca box, and I sure ain't ready to plant nothing in Ohio in February. And it comes with these cool sheets about IDing the plant and plant uses and that kind of thing. So as soon as I saw this, I joined the Plant of the Month Club, and then I bought the Wild Edible of the Month Club, and I bought all the past issues as well. So wild edible seeds are something that you can obtain. I just planted some wildflowers over in a different corner. We've got stuff for pollination. We've got things for butterflies on the property. I just planted some sunflowers. So this lamb's quarter will go a long way to making this a survival homestead maybe. But this is pretty cool to be included in the Apaca box, and it kind of kick-started the Wild Edible Plant of the Month for me. But I just plot up a little area here. I'm just going to kick some seeds on. I'm going to keep the mullein separate than the lamb's quarter. Don't be surprised if none of this grows. I had help planting the wildflowers and the sunflower seeds. I don't have the greenest thumb around. So if it all dies, it's probably my fault. So here's the seed packets for the lamb's quarter. So not many, but this stuff's a weed essentially, so it should grow pretty well here. I'll cast it out and then I'll try to cover it a little bit, and we'll just hope for the best. So now the mullein's a wild card. If you've tried this experiment in the past, or maybe you know the proper time to harvest this, obviously earlier in the fall would have been later. This was winter when I actually saw this and pulled it over. But it cost me nothing but time. So if I have anything to show for this at all, I'll do a follow-up video later in the year. I'll show you the progress of the mullein and the lamb's quarter. If nothing grows at all, then you can pretty much assume that I screwed it up. However, I've had luck here in the past. So I had not a lot of milkweed at one time, and now my milkweed is pretty solid here. I can get more milkweed than I need for natural cordage, and I have a lot of pollination through the butterflies. I've got dogbane in the back corner, so there are several things already that I wanted and I didn't necessarily have here at the place, and I was able to transplant it in. But I've never, tilled it up and actually approached it like a garden. So we'll see how this works. All we can do is hope for the best. Till next time, this has been Jamie Boggs with Burning River Bushcraft. See you soon.